In this video, I'm reviewing FuboTV. We'll cover the massive channel lineup, the industry-leading Multiview feature, and the new catch that might force you to cancel before you even sign up. Then we'll dive into real-world reliability to answer the big question: is FuboTV actually a sports-first service or just a cable company in disguise? By the end, you'll know exactly if you should pay the premium or run to a competitor. Now, the link to the FuboTV free trial is in the description. It's my affiliate link, which helps support the channel at no extra cost to you. So, if you find this video helpful and decide to give FuboTV a try, I would appreciate it if you'd use my link. Okay, now let's get started. If you're new to this, FuboTV, or just Fubo, positions itself as the only streaming service built specifically for sports fans. Most other services like YouTube TV or Hulu Live are generalists. They try to give you a little bit of everything. Fubo is different. They started years ago as a soccer streaming site, and that DNA is still there. They're one of the few services that still carry regional sports networks, specifically the FanDuel sports networks, formerly Bally Sports, and local heavy hitters like NESN or MSG. These are the channels that carry your specific home team's baseball, basketball, and hockey games. The structure is pretty standard. You pay a monthly fee, there are no contracts, and you can cancel anytime. You stream it over your internet connection using an app on your TV, phone, or tablet. Currently, there are three main plans you'll see: Pro, Elite, and Deluxe. Note that the Elite plan is required if you want 4K streaming and extra channel packages, and if you want absolutely everything, including NFL Red Zone and MGM+, there's the top-tier Deluxe plan. But the big pitch here is volume. Fubo gives you more channels than almost anyone else. We're talking niche sports, international soccer, and local networks that you simply cannot find on YouTube TV. Let's talk about why you would actually buy this. There are three killer features. First is the local sports monopoly. If you're a fan of a team that plays on FanDuel Sports Network, formerly Bally Sports, or Marquee, Fubo is likely your only option besides DirecTV Stream. YouTube TV and Hulu do not carry these channels, so if you want to watch your regular season games for your local MLB, NBA, or NHL team, Fubo is often the only game in town. Second is Multiview. This is Fubo's secret weapon. If you have an Apple TV and recently select Roku devices, you can watch 4 channels at the same time on one screen. YouTube TV has this too, and while they finally added some customization, Fubo's version is still more flexible. Fubo lets you pick any combination you want: football, news, soccer, and the weather channel all at once, without the eligibility restrictions you often hit on other apps. Third is the look back and start over features. Fubo has a 72-hour look back feature. If you forgot to record a game, you can often go back in the guide and watch it anyway. It's a nice safety net that saved me a few times when I forgot to hit record on a Formula One race. Now, we have to talk about the bad news. The Warner Brothers Discovery void. The Turner hole has gotten bigger. Fubo doesn't just lack TNT, TBS, and True TV, meaning no NBA playoffs or March Madness. They also lost HGTV, Food Network, TLC, Discovery Channel. You're paying premium prices, but missing 2 of the biggest content libraries on cable. You'd need a separate Max or Sling subscription just to fill in this gap. The NBC Universal blackout. Fubo is in a massive contract dispute with NBC Universal. This means channels like NBC, USA Network, Bravo, E, and Telemundo have gone dark. This is a disaster. You lose Sunday Night Football. You lose Premier League soccer matches that air on USA Network. You lose the Golf Channel. Fubo is offering credits if this drags on, but right now, you're paying full price for a service missing a major broadcast network, the hidden RSN fee. When you look at the price on the website, add about $15 to $17 to it. Fubo charges a mandatory regional sports network fee based on your zip code. You cannot opt out of this. Even if you never watch sports, if you live in an area with a regional team, you are paying that tax. It pushes the monthly cost way over the advertised price. What is it like to actually use FuboTV every day? It depends entirely on your hardware. If you own an Apple TV 4K, the experience is premium. The app is snappy, the Multiview works perfectly, and scrubbing through the DVR is smooth. It feels like a high-end product. However, if you're using a built-in smart TV app on a Samsung or LG TV or an older Fire Stick, it's a different story. Users frequently complain about lag, buffering during big events like the Super Bowl, and menus that feel sluggish. The app simply isn't optimized as well for lower power devices. If you get Fubo, do yourself a favor and buy a dedicated streaming stick, preferably an Apple TV 4K or a high-end Roku, which now also supports Multiview. The interface itself is dense. Because there are so many channels, the guide can feel overwhelming, but they do a good job of filtering. You can filter by sports, soccer, or NCAA, which helps you cut through the clutter of 300 channels to find that one game you actually care about. Let's talk picture quality. Fubo streams most content in 720p, which is then upscaled by your TV. This is actually standard for broadcast TV. ABC and Fox broadcast in 720p natively. However, Fubo does offer some events in 4K. If you're on the Elite plan, the 4K picture is stunning when it works, but is limited to specific events like the World Series or major soccer tournaments. Don't expect everything to be in 4K. Reliability is generally good, but with a caveat. Because Fubo is smaller than YouTube, Google, or Hulu, which is Disney, they sometimes struggle with bandwidth during massive national events. If 100 million people are trying to watch the Super Bowl, Fubo is more likely to crash than YouTube TV. We saw this happen during Super Bowl 58, where users reported outages while other services stayed up. It doesn't happen often, but it is a risk. Now for the painful part, the price. The Pro plan starts at $84.99 a month. But remember that RSN fee. That bumps you up to about $102 a month. If you want 4K and extra channels, the Elite plan will run you closer to $115 a month after fees. Compared to YouTube TV, YouTube TV is now $82.99 a month, though you can often find a promo for $72.99. It has TNT and TBS. It has NBC. No blackout there. It includes the unlimited DVR. The only thing YouTube TV lacks is those specific regional sports networks for your local team. Here's the math. YouTube TV is about $20 cheaper per month than Fubo's entry-level plan, and it has the channels you need for the NBA playoffs. Compared to Sling TV, Sling is much cheaper, starting at $45.99 a month. But Sling is a budget experience. No local channels in many areas, a worse DVR, and no Multiview. Fubo is a premium product. Sling is the budget alternative. If you're the general sports fan, skip it. Save your money. Between the missing Turner networks, TNT, TBS, and the current NBC blackout, you're missing too many big national games. YouTube TV is cheaper, more reliable, and has the channels you need for the playoffs. But if you are the home team hostage who needs to watch the Knicks, the Red Wings, or the Braves on their local regional sports network, then yes, Fubo is basically your only choice besides DirecTV Stream. You're paying a premium for that specific access, but the Multiview feature makes it the gold standard for local diehard fans, as long as you can afford the price. That's it for the review. If you found this video helpful and are planning to try FuboTV for free, remember to use my link in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.